Tonight on Hard Quiz, Russell, retired public servant, expert subject, The Big Bang Theory. Neil, student, expert subject, The Adventures of Tintin. Marie, interpreter, expert subject, Queen. Joe, writer, expert subject, Jonestown. Here's your host, Tom Gleeson.
Yes! Hello. Back to you, Barry. Hello, welcome to Hard Quiz. This show is like a gravitron. Last one to spew will be tonight's Hard Quiz champion. Let's say hello. G'day, Joe.
G'day.
Now, your expert subject is Jonestown.
Yes.
Is it your favourite massacre?
Top three.
Top three. What are the other two?
Probably the Aum Shinrikyo subway gassing and Heaven's Gate mass suicide.
Okay. It's always good to have a favourite massacre.
Yeah.
Always like to launch my light entertainment show with a bit of massacre chat.
You're welcome.
Now, you're really into cults.
Yes.
And you're single. Are these things related?
Boyfriends like cult members are dispensable.
Where did the passion for cults start?
I was mostly into serial killers as a teenager. But cults were just weirder. They're kind of like a macabre gossip magazine.
Yeah, no, I agree. Marie.
Hi, Tom.
You're really into the band Queen.
Yes.
Did the movie give you the shits?
Good question. No, actually, I loved it.
You loved it? Because it's been a bit divisive. Some people
Yeah.
love it, some people hate. You liked it?
I just loved it. I loved that the music got celebrated. I loved that it was Freddie's life story. Yeah, it was
Yep.
great.
So you're easily pleased.
Yeah.
What lengths have you gone to show your love of Queen?
I visited Freddie's memorial statue on the shores of Lake Geneva in Montreux in Switzerland when I was there.
You're a sign language interpreter?
Yes, that's right.
Is that right? So could you interpret me?
I don't know that I could.
Like if I
can-
said something, could you just try to... You can follow what I'm saying in sign language? At the moment, I'm hosting Hard Quiz with these wankers. Now, Neil.
Hello.
You're studying dentistry
That's right.
and you've worked at a call centre and you're a Bollywood singer.
Yeah.
Are you stereotyping yourself?
Well, they do go hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah. Where do you study dentistry?
I'm over at Orange, actually, Charles Sturt University.
Oh.
I think you know someone there.
Yeah, I know someone there.
Yeah.
You.
Oh,
Hi, Neil.
hello. Yeah, look, it's a long way away from home, but I think I'm a bit like you, actually, isn't it? We both don't have feelings. Feelings.
Were you doing a pun, Neil? My brother lives in Orange. Is that what you were alluding to before?
I was, yes.
Yes. Have you been to his cafe?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, that's good. My brother's cafe in Orange is very good and you all should go.
Yeah.
Who says you can't advertise on the ABC? I don't give a shit. Why are you into Tintin?
It's been a childhood sort of obsession. Both me and my brother have grown up with the series, and just something about it just appealed to me. You know, it's a reporter with funny-looking hair that gets into trouble.
Did the movie give you the shits?
I really sat there and cried, but then it grew on me. You know.
Yeah.
and you
Did the
can't-
movie hurt your feelings? All right. I haven't forgotten about you, Russell.
I'm here all night.
Russell's over it and we haven't even started yet. Now, your expert subject is US sitcom Big Bang Theory. Now, when it comes to comedy, do you have low standards?
Probably 2 steps above you, my friend.
You really hurt me then. I'll be honest, I've never really warmed to the show. Can you explain to me why I should like it?
Thought with this and your scientific background, it might give you the opportunity to make a valuable contribution.
Why do I feel like I'm in trouble? All right, let's play. Hard!
Expert round. Expert subject. Win or lose 5 points. Steal an answer, double points.
Ask each of you 5 questions on your expert subject. Right, you get 5 points. Wrong, I will take 5 points from you. The rest of you can steal at any time to get double points. To play along at home, use the hashtag #HardQuiz. Let's start with Russell and his expert subject, The Big Bang Theory. Here we go. You ready, Russell?
Giddy up.
According to the show's theme song, tools were developed by which extinct group? Russell.
Neanderthals.
Correct. Can you sing the theme song?
Yes?
How's it go?
I don't want to.
A running joke sees Howard getting teased for being the only member of the group to not have what qualification? Marie for the steal.
PhD, a doctorate.
Correct. Double points to you. Did you know that one, Russell? Okay. Is your face permanently disappointed? In 2013, Australian scientists describing a newly discovered... Russell?
Bazinga jellyfish.
Correct. Describing a newly discovered species of jellyfish, named it after what Sheldon catchphrase? Bazinga is correct. The full name is Bazinga reiki. In the building where Sheldon and Leonard live across the hall from Penny, what is almost always shown as being... Marie for the steal?
The elevator, the lift is always broken.
Double points to you. Always shown as being out of order. The elevator is correct. Last question in your set, Russell. News that The Big Bang Theory would end after 279 episodes meant it would become one of America's longest-running multi-camera shows, surpassing which Boston set sitcom? Joe for the steal.
Cheers?
Correct! Double points to you. Russell, they were all up in your shit. Maybe it was revenge for you being so mean to me at the top of the show.
I've got cults to go.
Yeah, I know. We really... Oh, you're going to steal from cults, are you? OK, all right. Time now for Neil and the Adventures of Tintin. The Belgian cartoonist who created the intrepid... Russell for the steal!
Hergé?
Incorrect. I'll finish the question. Who created the intrepid journalist Tintin in 1929 derived his pseudonym Hergé by reversing what? Neil.
J and H.
Incorrect. It's still open. Time's up. It was his initials. You said JH. It's his initials are GR. Hergé is the French pronunciation of RG. Hergé. He actually came up with the name Tintin by looking at a tin can twice. Appearing in Tintin in America, the only villain in the series to have also existed in real life was which Prohibition-era gangster? Neil.
Al Capone.
Correct! Yeah, there's Al Capone there. He tried to have Tintin killed. Inspired by Tintin, ocean explorer Fabien Cousteau commissioned a version of what type of vehicle that was disguised as a shark? Neil.
Submarine.
Correct! Yeah, Cousteau used something very similar to observe sharks up close. There he is there in his pretend shark. How relieved would you be if you were being attacked by a shark and then a Cousteau popped out of it? Oh, thank God, let's relax with a croissant. In 2007, the copyright holders of Hergé's work threatened legal action against Australian cartoonist Bill Leak for depicting which political figure as Tintin? Time's up, Kevin Rudd.
Oh.
Yeah, the copyright holders later dropped the legal action. There's Kevin Rudd there,
Wow.
depicted as Tintin. Surely Hergé would be on board with Bill Leak's work. They are both highly respected racists in their field. Last question in your set, Neil. Altered in later editions after publishers deemed it inappropriate for kids, Tintin in the Congo originally had Tintin putting a stick of dynamite inside what animal? Time's up, rhinoceros.
Nice.
Just really enjoy the detail there. He has to drill it into the skin to get the dynamite in, and then he blows it up. Next set of questions is for Marie on Queen. Here we go. Played on every Queen album since the band's debut release in 1973, the guitar known as the Red Special was a... Marie.
It was a handmade guitar.
Incorrect. I'll finish the question. was a teenage building project for which member? Neil for the steal.
Brian May.
Correct! Double points to you. He actually built it with his dad because they couldn't afford to buy one, and he's used it ever since. When he tours, it sometimes has its own bodyguard. In 1984, Queen was fined by the British Musicians Union for performing in which, Marie?
Sun City in South Africa.
Correct! In which resort in South Africa? Sun City is correct. Performing in South Africa during apartheid was a big no-no. The band donated to charity by way of apology, but they ended up on a United Nations blacklist until apartheid was over. Ooh. A 2005 survey of the UK music industry declared that the world's greatest rock gig was Queen's performance at which, Marie?
Live Aid.
Correct! At which 1985 concert? Live Aid is correct. Reaching the Billboard Hot 100 in 3 different decades, the song Bohemian Rhapsody re-entered the chart in 1992 thanks to which, Marie?
Wayne's World.
Correct. Which Mike Myers comedy? Wayne's World is correct. The song hit number 9 on Billboard in 1976, then went to 2 after Wayne's World, and finally got to number 1 in 2018 with the release of that shit film Bohemian Rhapsody. Released in October 1991, Queen's final single during Freddie Mercury's lifetime was what song? Marie.
I'm Going Slightly Mad.
Oh, incorrect, still open.
But not for me.
Time's up. I was worried for a moment there that you were talking about yourself. But yeah. The name of the song was The Show Must Go On.
Oh, yes.
Freddie's final recorded song was Mother Love, but that was released posthumously in 1995. Last set in the expert round, it's Joe and Jonestown. Preaching racial equality, Jim Jones and wife Marceline adopted 7 children, including 3 from which war-torn nation, Joe?
Korea.
Correct. Jones was famously pro-integration. Is that right?
Very much so.
Yeah.
But still a bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having funded his church by selling monkeys door to door, Jones later owned a pet named Mr. Muggs, who was what species of primate, Joe?
Chimpanzee.
Correct. There he is there with his chimp. The chimp also sadly died in the Jonestown massacre, but it's unknown if he was a true believer to the cause or not. Jim Jones and his followers relocated from California to Guyana in 1977, erecting this sign at their settlement entrance saying, "Welcome to the people's..." What, Joe?
Temple?
Let's have a look. Woo. Temple is correct. Events at Jonestown began to unravel with a visit by Leo Ryan, representing which US government body? Joe?
Congress.
Correct. Yeah. Congressman Ryan was murdered by Jonestown members when he attempted to help defectors leave, leading Jones to call for a mass suicide before authorities could respond. Here we go. Last question in your set, Joe. The deaths by poisoning at Jonestown led to the common phrase, drink the what? Marie for the steal.
Kool-Aid.
Correct. Double points to you. In a bit of a twist, though, it wasn't Kool-Aid.
Flavour Aid.
It was Flavour Aid. There was some Kool-Aid there. There were some packets found, but it was mostly Flavour Aid.
Yeah, it was cheaper. It's bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like having a mass suicide by eating Promite. All right, Russell, you're still at the bottom on 5, but don't panic. You can still get ahead in my round. We've rocketed through their subjects. Now let's rocket through mine.
Tom's round. Tom's subject, multiple choice.
This week, I've been really getting into predators. I have an affinity with animals that are at the top of the food chain, like me. This round is multiple choice. Select your answers on your screens, then press the buzzer to lock in the answer. In the movie Jaws, Quint recounts the true story of the worst shark attack in recorded history, following the sinking of which vessel? A, USS Arizona, B, USS Milwaukee, C, USS Indianapolis, D, USS Maryland. The answer is C, Indianapolis. Yes. Of the 900 crewmen who made it into the water, only 317 ultimately survived. In Shark Bay, Western Australia, some bottlenose dolphins are known to routinely hunt with the help of what tool? A, stick, B, rock, C, coral, D, sponge. The answer is D, sponge. Yeah, the dolphins use sea sponges to protect their rostrum or nose. And while they root around for food on the ocean floor, there's one there with a sponge, and there's one just behind it holding a tea towel. Do the washing up. Originally cast to play the Predator in the 1987 film, but later fired, was which actor? A, Jean-Claude Van Damme, B, Steven Seagal, C, Bruce Willis, D, Sylvester Stallone. The answer is A, Jean-Claude Van Damme. There he is there. But he was fired from the role, but luckily there's no lack of predators in Hollywood. In 2016, operators of Western Australia's St Ives gold mine revealed that $90,000 worth of surveying drones had been destroyed by which predator? A, flying fox, B, wedge-tailed eagle, C, feral goat, D, dingo. The answer is B, wedge-tailed eagle. Yeah. They'd taken down 9 drones at $10,000 a pop. All right, last question in my round's worth double points. Not sure it's enough, Russell, but we'll give it a go. The Venus flytrap is a carnivorous plant native only to which country? A, United States of America, B, Brazil, C, Peru, D, Indonesia, E, Vietnam, F, Australia. The answer is A, United States of America. All right, none of you got that right. Russell, you're still at the bottom on -20. You know what that means? Get over here. All right, Russell, what have you got to say for yourself?
I'm not real pleased, but I've had the best time in the world being here. Bazinga. No, I haven't.
All right. Help! There he goes. All right, spread the word. It's a people's round.
The People's Round against the clock.
Play along at home, get your dog involved. The time starts now. The scarab beetle was a sacred symbol of which ancient civilization? Joe?
Egypt.
Yes. People with type 1 diabetes require regular injection of which, Marie?
Insulin.
Yes. Which hormone? Insulin is correct. In what sport might the Hiroshima Carp play the Tokyo Swallows? Neil?
Baseball.
Yes. What 3-letter word is a capsule put in a coffee machine? Marie?
Pod.
Yes. According to the lyrics of the rap song Baby Got Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot likes big what and he cannot? Joe?
Butts.
Yes. And he cannot lie. In Latin, Descartes, I think, therefore I am, is cogito ergo what? Marie?
Sum.
Yes. The International Criminal Court is headquartered in what city? Marie?
The Hague.
Yes. Fictional nanny Mary Poppins has a parrot head on the end of which accessory? Joe?
Umbrella.
Yes. Thiamine, riboflavin and niacin belong to? Joe?
B.
Time's up. Yes. Which letter vitamin group? B is correct. All right, at the end of the people's round, Neil, you're at the bottom on 5. You know what that means. Get over here. What do you got to say for yourself, Neil?
I just want to make sure that you brush twice a day and floss twice a day.
All right, well, don't forget to rinse and spit on your way out. Say g'day to my brother in orange. Help! There he goes. Only 2 left. Who's going to be the hard quiz champion? Marie and Joe, get over here because it's time to play hard quiz.
Final round. Head-to-head. Queen versus Jonestown. Hard quiz.
Now, there can only be one hard quiz champion who gets to take home the limited edition Big Brass mug. What will you do with the mug, Joe, if you win?
Just not Kool-Aid.
Sensible. What about you, Marie?
I think I'd do what Freddie would do. I'd drink champagne out of it.
I think you'd do more than that, but anyway. All right, it's best of 5, penalty shootout style, harder questions on your expert subjects. So it's Marie's knowledge of Queen versus Joe's knowledge of Jonestown. Let's play. Hard! Joe. In the 1950s, Jim Jones opened the first racially integrated church in Indianapolis. What was that church originally called?
Wings of Deliverance.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Community Unity Church. He later renamed it Wings of Deliverance. Yeah. Wings of Deliverance is also a brand of pad. Marie. On the season 8 finale of American Idol, Brian May and Roger Taylor, as Queen, performed We Are the Champions with that night's winner and which runner-up?
I know that they sang with Adam Lambert and he sings with them now, but yeah, I don't know who the runner-up might have been. Yeah. Got nothing.
Got nothing is incorrect. The correct answer is what you had, Adam Lambert.
Oh no!
That's one of my favourite things on this show, when someone just walks right past the answer.
Oh no, that's
Talks
terrible.
himself out of it. No, it's very good. It's great
no,
TV.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
Do you remember the name of the winner? The winner was Chris Allen.
Oh,
And then the runner-up was Adam Lambert. He's
Yeah.
like our Shannon Knoll.
yeah. Stephen Bradbury.
Yeah. Joe. Jim Jones moved his congregation to California after a 1962 Esquire magazine article named which US city as most likely to survive a nuclear attack?
Los Angeles?
Incorrect. The correct answer is Eureka. You know, Eureka, that American city that we all love. Marie. According to Queen's manager, Jim Miami Beach, Freddie Mercury abandoned a collaboration with Michael Jackson for what reason?
Michael Jackson kept bringing his llama into the recording studio and Freddie couldn't stand it.
Correct. In the words of Jim Beach, Mercury rang me and said, "Miami, dear, you've got to get me out of here. I'm recording with a llama." Joe. Shot 5 times by cult members, future Congresswoman Jackie Speer spent 22 hours on a remote airstrip waiting for help, alleviating her pain by drinking what? You know this story?
Yes, except for what she was drinking bit. I know someone drank from a puddle on the ground, so I'm going to say puddle water.
Incorrect. The correct answer is rum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Way
well, you're
better.
overseas. You've got to take advantage of the duty free. Marie, what was the first Queen single to be released written by bassist John Deacon?
He wrote Misfire from the third album.
Incorrect.
Oh, I know the answer.
What's the correct answer now that you've got it wrong?
The one that was released. You're My Best Friend.
That was the right answer.
Yeah.
But it's too late.
Not the first one he wrote, the first one they released.
Released, that's right.
Released.
It's key to listen on this show, isn't it, Marie?
that's
Yes.
true.
Yeah, each member of Queen has composed at least one hit single. Joe. 3 of Jim Jones's sons survived the massacre because when it occurred, they were in Guyana's capital, Georgetown, to participate in what activity?
A basketball game.
Correct. They were playing against the Guyana national team because Jim Jones wanted to improve relations with their host country. I reckon not doing a major massacre might have been a better way of doing that. Marie. Producer Roy Thomas Baker recalled that the band only agreed to make Roger Taylor's I'm in Love with My Car the B-side to Bohemian Rhapsody after Roger did what?
He stormed out of the studio.
Incorrect. He locked himself in a cupboard.
Okay.
I thought it was only Freddie that was in the closet. Turns out it was Roger as well. It proved to be contentious because he got equal royalties to what Freddie got for Bohemian Rhapsody, so he got dragged up there.
Yeah.
It's a bit like whatever show's on after Hard Quiz. Still anyone's at this stage? Joe. Arrested for lewd conduct after exposing himself in a Los Angeles cinema bathroom in 1973, Jones's behaviour was explained by a doctor specialising in what field of medicine?
I don't know what it's actually called, but I think it was to do with his prostate. Prostate medicine?
Close. It's incorrect. The answer is urology. The doctor said Jones had been jumping and jogging in place to help him wee. Marie, if you get this right, you are tonight's Hard Quiz champion. Following the release of A Day at the Races, the band received a telegram from whom suggesting the group's success may have been due to its choice of album titles.
Groucho Marx.
Correct! Which means you are tonight's Hard Quiz champion! Joe, you know what this means? Help! There she goes. Congratulations, Marie, you are tonight's Hard Quiz champion. You get the big brass mug. And you get to do the sign-off.
Can I sign it? Can you hold on to that for me, Tom?
If you want to be a contestant on Hard Quiz, go to hardquizcasting.com.au. Who knows, you might have what it takes to win the big brass mug.